we had seen that moving the decimal to the right or shifting the decimal to the right, the number increases, whereas shifting the decimal to the left, the number decreases. So if I have this number, I shift the decimal one place to the right, the number increases 10 times. Again, shifting the decimal one place to the right, the number increases 10 times. Similarly, shifting the decimal to the left, the number decreases by 10 times. So this method of shifting decimals by multiplying by 10 was actually pretty easy. So as you multiply by 10, you just had to shift a decimal. So shifting a decimal and multiplying by 10 was actually used by scientists and engineers to write numbers in a particular format which we call as scientific notation. Now why was this scientific notation used? Let us see. So many years ago, there were not two large numbers there, and the only unit of measurement was foot. Later, they had these units of measurement, which are inch, meter, grams, and seconds. Now, using these units of measurement, they could easily calculate their day-to-day lives, things of their day-to-day life. But as the science advanced and the technology, with new technology and science, the numbers actually became much more larger, or the numbers expanded in such a way that they were far beyond human scale. And so we needed larger units of measurement. So from foot we had meter, from meter we moved on to kilometer, but this was not it. We actually came across numbers which were much larger or much smaller than ancient people would have even thought of. So we had a light year. Now we know of a light year, which is a very large number. Similarly, we know of a nanometer also, which is a very small number of, or it's a small unit of length. So we've seen these units of length. Now, scientific notation. What gave way to scientific notation? Now, to represent these extremely large numbers or small numbers, in a smaller way, we came up with scientific notation. Well, scientific notation was not really created. In the sense, it's not something new that someone came up with. The fact that 3 into 10 to the power 4 is actually 3 into 1 followed by 4 zeros, which is equal to 30,000, is a mathematical truth and not a new thing. So that's how scientific notation came up. But who actually introduced this idea, or who actually started this idea? Well, to know that, we'll have to go back to a time when actually someone might have realized that this huge number can also be represented as 1 followed by 10 zeros. Or he realized that this could also be written as, now 1 followed by 10 zeros could also be expressed as 10 to the power 10, which is an exponent which we've already studied. So from here came the scientific notation. This gave way to scientific notation. And scientific notation has two parts. One is the number, a digit, which has one decimal point. So after the first non-zero digit, we usually have a decimal point. That is the first part. The second part is a multiplier to the first part. And it is usually multiplied by 10 to the power some exponent. That exponent can be any integer. So these are the two parts for a scientific notation. Now let's see whether we have this number and how can we express this number in scientific notation. That is what we want to see. The first part says that the decimal point should be after the first non-zero digit. So the first non-zero digit is 5 here. So the decimal point should actually be here after 5. What we see is that moving the decimal here, that is, I am moving the decimal to the left. 1, 2, 3. I am moving the decimal 3 places to the left. That is, I am decreasing the value of this number. This is the number which I get after shifting the decimal. Now, I cannot change the value of this number. I have decreased this number. So, how do I compensate for that decrease? Shifting the decimal 1 point, I decrease the number 10 times. Shifting the decimal the second time, again I decrease the number 10 times. And 3 places, so I decrease the number 10 into 10 into 10. That is 10 to the power 3 times. This is the decrease which I have done while shifting this decimal from here to here. So for this number, I have decreased it 10 to the power 3 times. Now to compensate for the decrease, what I'll do is I'll increase the power of 10. The second part says that it should have a multiplier 10 to the power some number. Now I decrease this number by 10 to the power 3. So I'll increase it. To compensate it, I'll increase the number 10 to the power 3. So this was the number. To compensate for the decrease, what I do is I increase the power of 10. So I make it 10 to the power 3. So this number 5674.2 can be written in scientific notation like this. Decimal after the first non-zero digit, multiplier, this is the second part, 10 to the power 3, because I shifted the decimal 3 places to the left. Now let's look at this. Charge on an electron is this. This is an extremely small number. Now to represent this extremely small number in a shorter way, in a smaller notation, what we do is use scientific notation. How do we do it? First part, I need to find the first non-zero digit and the decimal point should be right after that digit. First non-zero digit is 1 here. So the decimal point actually has to be after this 1, which is here. Now if I move the decimal from here to here, I'm shifting it towards the right. That is, I'm increasing the number. Now how many decimals did I shift? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I shifted the decimal 19 places to the right. That is, I've increased the power of this number 10 to the power 19 times. So to decrease it, to compensate for the increase, so this is where I want the decimal. Now to compensate for this increase, what I need to do is decrease the power of 10. By how many times? 19 times. Since I moved the decimal 19 places, so I need to decrease the power of 10 by 19 times. So this number can be expressed in scientific notation like this. You shift the decimal, it becomes 1.6. You decrease the power of 10 19 times. So it is 10 to the power minus 19 because you moved the decimal 19 places to the right. So now can you express this number, which is the mass of sun? Can you express this number as scientific notation now? Let us see. What I need to do is first place the decimal immediately next to the first non-zero digit. First non-zero digit, I need the decimal here. So from here, which is 0.0, this number, I need to move the decimal here. So what I'm doing is I'm shifting the decimal towards the left. That is, I'm decreasing the value of this number. To compensate for the decrease, I'll have to increase the power of 10. That is, the exponent of 10 has to be increased. So this number can be written as this times 10 to the power 0. So this would be 1.988 into, what should be the exponent here? I moved this 30 places to the left. That is, I have decreased the value of this number 30 times. So to compensate for the decrease, I'll have to increase the exponent to 30. That is, this number would be 30 here. I moved it here. So I shifted the decimal 30 places to left. So I've decreased the value. Now to compensate for the decrease, I increase the power of 10. That is 10 to the power 30. 30 places to the left. So I have to increase this exponent by 30, that is 10 to the power 30. This is how I can express this number as scientific notation. So this is how we can use scientific notation to express huge or extremely small numbers in a much smaller way.